This is probably one of the most critical, foundational questions in terms of our faith and our faith journey. Jesus asking us, Jesus asking you, who do you say that I am? Your answer to that question will affect everything you say and do. Who you say Jesus is or who you say Jesus is not. So, as of June 23rd, at 10:21 in the morning, sitting in this church, who do you say that Jesus is?
My Lord and my Savior.
Thanks be to God. There's a lot of answers to that question, depending on where you are in your journey. What kept impacting my response to that question, my response to the readings, were a couple things. One is that we were going to be doing Our Future, Our Legacy, Our Hope campaign this weekend in church. And I just kept thinking about ordination, priesthood, the seminarians, the retired priests. And yesterday, January, yeah, I'm just wishing. June 22nd. June 22nd is the feast of St. Paulinus of Nola, St. Thomas Becket, and St. John Fisher. Now, because St. John Fisher is the patron of the diocese, we in the diocese celebrate his feast above the other two. And yesterday at Sacred Heart Cathedral in Rochester, we ordained 3 men to priesthood. So considering back in 2007, we had 4 seminarians total, then all of a sudden yesterday we're ordaining 3 to priesthood. Thanks be to God. And it's your fault, by the way. It's your fault that we have so many, and that we have to raise funds to pay for their education, because we do pray for vocations to priesthood here in the parish. 8 o'clock Mass, we had the traveling chalice go to Betsy and Earl Lauer, and they'll be praying for the week for an increase in vocations in the church, in the diocese, especially priests. And we join our prayers with theirs. But it was also that sense of what a priest is supposed to be. When I was ordained, I was taught about the teaching of the church, that the priest is supposed to be alter Christus, the Latin for another Christ. So when a priest is before you, when a priest is with you, he's supposed to be showing you some element of Christ. So I'd like you to just pause for a moment and to yourselves, think about the priest that has had the most profound impact in your life, and why. What part of Christ did that priest show you that affected you in a profound way? Was it the mercy, the love, the healing, the strength, whatever it is? What about that priest affected you? And how does that impact your answer to the question, who do you say that Jesus is? Where is that priest now? Has he gone home to God? Is he retired somewhere? Has he moved on to another parish? Is he in another diocese, another state? And who has taken his place? Whoever took his place at some point had to be trained. And so that brings to mind all the seminarians. That whatever they're going through to become alter Christus, whatever they're going through to say, this is the Christ I want to show you, that they need our prayers. I have to admit, I'm honest, I struggled with the idea of doing the Legacy, Our Future, Our Hope campaign, because there's been so much this year. We have the annual Catholic Ministry Appeal, which supports all the diocesan ministries. Then we have our ongoing restoration campaign. And then all of a sudden to be hit with this need of helping the retired priests and the education of the seminarians. But you are a very generous parish in so many ways. And I'm overwhelmed by your generosity. The people that will give of their time, the people that will give of their gifts, their talents, and the people that support financially. Every First Friday, I offer First Friday Mass for all of the benefactors of our parish, living and deceased. So if you've given 5 minutes in ministering in the church, if you've given a quarter, $1, $10, whatever your gift to the parish has been, I ask God to bless you back 100-fold. And that's why I choose to offer that First Friday Mass for you in the ways that you have benefited this parish. Today I ask you to please pray for those priests. Pray for the priests that have impacted your life. If they've gone home to God, ask them to pray for you and for us. If they're in another parish, ask God to bless them in their ministry. If they're retired, ask God to keep them refreshed and renewed. Please pray for our seminarians, that they will be good, holy priests. But I pray even more for you and your answer to the question, who do you say that I am? When Jesus asks that of you. I dare say, I offer to you the possibility that maybe that's a question you should ask every day. If you're a morning person, maybe asking that when you wake up. To hear Jesus say, good morning, who do you say that I am? And how that will change your day. How that will impact what you think, you say, you do, what you don't say, what you don't. Maybe it's in the middle of the day. In the midst of school, play, work, shopping, ill health. To hear Jesus say, right now, who do you say that I am? And how does that answer impact what you're doing? Or maybe you're a nighttime person. Maybe just as you're going to bed, to hear Jesus say, before you go to sleep, who do you say that I am? And to let that just immerse your heart and your soul as you sleep at night and affect you the next day. It is such a critical question. So however you've come to your answer, through your life journey, maybe with the help of a priest, to answer that question today and every day, to hear Jesus saying, who do you say that I am?